Hi there, welcome to Gaining Vision. I'm Melanie. Have you subscribed to the channel yet? If not, take a second, hit subscribe, and please don't forget to like and share. As an educator, learning is always going to be something I'm passionate about. And I'm sure we've all heard the term lifelong learning. Well, today I want to discuss what that actually means. Yes, we all have to go to elementary school, then high school, and then we have the option to go on to college or university. And once that's done, opportunities to possibly go and complete a master's or a PhD or a postgraduate education. But lifelong learning is not just about academic learning. I'm talking about educating ourselves about different aspects, learning different language, learning different skills, learning something that's going to help better yourself. So there's always personal development, professional development, and educating ourselves on different areas that we may not know anything about. So let's look at what that looks like for me, and then we'll talk about what other options there are. So lifelong learning, obviously, the traditional education was really important to me. And in fact, I was talking to my husband today about possibly going and doing a master's, even though I have 2 bachelors, because I want to continue my education in a traditional sense. But I'm continuously learning from people that surround me. I'm learning about people's stories. I'm learning about different areas that I may not be educated in. I'm learning by reading and investing time in professional and personal development for myself. I joined Toastmasters so that I could become a better public speaker and learn more about leadership. Now that's something I chose to do, and I could have easily just done the bare minimum, did the first manual and completed it, and the first leadership. But I went on and completed the advanced version, and I continued to go on and joined more clubs to further educate myself in different areas where I still know that I need to learn. People say, a lot of individuals, especially with disabilities, after they've hit 21 and they've finished high school, that they can't learn anymore. And that's so far from the truth. You can learn so much every single day, whether you have a disability or not. You just have to be finding something you're interested in and something you want to learn and learning it the way that works best for you. Some people learn best in personal interactions. Others, it's online learning. Others, it's in groups learning. Some people learn from reading. Some people learn from YouTube videos. A lot of people learn new skills on YouTube. How to change, so do something in their self-help for the house, to improve the house. We all learn differently. So we have to first identify what our best learning style is. There's auditory learners, there's visual learners, there's kinesthetic learners. There's so many different styles of learning. And then finding what interests you or where the gaps are in your education. Not just traditional education, but life. So if you were raised in a certain type of environment, you may want to educate yourself about a different country or a different upbringing or a different background or culture. The only way that we will continue to learn in our life is by advancing our opportunities to learn. It could be something, as I mentioned before, learning a new language. It's hard, definitely hard to learn a new language, but just think of the opportunities that you open for yourself by continuing to learn. I always laugh when people say, when you get older, you can't learn. That's not true. As you get older, it's important to continue learning to keep our minds sharp. You know, dementia and Alzheimer's disease are real. And it's important to continue getting our parents and our aging population engaged in learning. And that could be something as simple as getting together in a group to learn something new. Having seniors learn how to use the computer or an iPad to stay connected is so important, and it keeps their minds sharp. They can play games, they can talk with their friends, they can do a lot of different things. And there's a lot of programs out there that engage youth to teach seniors. It's amazing. So what is it that you want to continue learning in life? Maybe it's something that's going to develop your skill set or professional, personal development. Or maybe you want to continue your traditional education learning. What is it that you're looking for? Find an area you're interested in. Find a gap in your life that maybe you don't know enough about, and find out what opportunities are out there and what resources there are. Because if we continue to learn and grow as individuals for our entire life, just think of the power we will have in ourselves and our abilities. There'll be no job that we won't be educated enough to have. There'll be no experience that we won't have to share with our loved ones, our children, and continue growing. And we need to ensure that our children have lifelong learning opportunities as well, because they are the next generation that are going to take over and run our countries and our world. So we want them to be as educated as possible. Now, lifelong learning also doesn't have to be about money. It's not about how many courses you can pay to take, how much schooling you have, because let's face it, school debt is a real thing. There are so many real life opportunities that you can learn from your elders. Have a conversation with somebody, go in and job shadow with somebody. If you want to learn a trade or something, volunteer. There are so many opportunities that don't cost anything that can educate us. That open dialogue and research and learning about what's out there that we may not know about. I love the opportunities that we get at work with Lunch and Learns. There's always a new topic, that's something I don't know about, that I want to tune in and learn, even just for that hour or 50 minutes. The more I know, the more knowledge I have opens doors, opens possibilities, and the saying knowledge is power is so true. So lifelong learning is important for each and every one of us, and it starts at home. By educating our kids as we grow, the importance of education, the importance of continuously learning, whether it's just learning a skill at home, how to bake, how to cook for yourself, how do you do your own laundry, that learning will help them become solid citizens, independent individuals that will want to continue to grow their education and learning in life. Now, there may be challenges in our lives that stop us from learning, and there are ways to overcome that. So you may have to reach out to get some professional help, whether you have a learning disability or something that's holding you back. Maybe it's that fear we've talked about so much. Talk to somebody and find out why you've stopped learning. It could be a medical factor. It could be something that you got stuck in your head that you don't think you can learn anymore. The reality is we all have lots of opportunities to learn and continue to learn. So I encourage you to explore what options are out there for you and to see what areas of your life you want to continue learning in. I know my Toastmasters journey is far from over, and I grow and learn from each individual member every single day. I also know, as I mentioned, I want to pursue my traditional education to that next level so that I can get that next job that may ask for that master's degree. But lifelong learning is from people in our lives, having those conversations with our elders, with professionals, and educating ourselves through reading and listening to one another is imperative in order for us to live in an inclusive society that we all get along. So take time for learning, take time for education, and open up opportunities for people to learn from you. Until next time, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share. I'll see you next time.